Welcome in. So this is all of the achievement that our firm got throughout our career. This is our first achievement, and the latest one is here. We won one of the big case in Malaysia. Follow me. So this is our room. This is Alizadelina, my junior counselor. Please have a seat, Mr. Jahan.
Alright, thank you.
So, how's the weather today?
I think it's quite fine.
Usually it's rainy, right, for this past weeks. So, it's luckily it's sunny today.
Yeah.
Have you eaten?
Uh, Not yet. Yes, I'm not exactly the type to eat early in the morning.
I see.
Mm.
I think we shall start.
Sure.
Shall we?
Okay, before we jump into the issue, would you mind sharing a bit about yourself, your background, or what you do? It helps us to get know our clients better.
Sure. I run a tech firm here in KL, mostly software solutions, and I've been in the industry for about 15 years now.
That's very impressive. Thank you for sharing. Before we begin, let me explain a few formalities. Everything you share today is strictly confidential, protected by lawyer-client privilege. Also, we've checked our records and we can confirm that there's no conflict of interest in taking on your matter.
This first consultation is free of charge. Should you choose to proceed with this, future consultations will be charged at RM 100 per hour. Is that alright with you?
Yes, understood.
All right, Mr. Lin. Could you please tell us what happened at Grandview Mall on the day of the incident?
Certainly. On March 5th, around 11:30 a.m., I was at Grandview Mall for a brunch meeting on the second floor. After taking the escalator up, I turned a corner and I slipped on a puddle of water. There were no signs or cones warning about it.
That sounds painful. Where were there any injuries?
Yes, I fractured my right wrist and needed surgery. I also had a concussion and some back issues that made it especially hard to move for a while. And I was in the hospital for over a week and then had therapy for several weeks.
Did you report the incident to the mall?
Yes, but they denied responsibility. They claimed I was using my phone and holding coffee, which they say caused the fall. They also blamed the cleaning contractor.
Did anyone witness the fall?
Well, yes, a few bystanders helped, and later on, some shop tenants told me that the water leak had been there for weeks. Apparently, they had complained to the management, yet nothing has been done.
Mr. Lim, based on what you've told us, this looks like a premises liability case. That means the mall had a duty to keep the premises safe for visitors. From your account, it appears that this duty wasn't met.
The absence of warning signs, poor lighting, and failure to fix a non-leak, this all suggests that the mall may have been negligent. That strengthens your case.
However, we also need to be aware of possible challenges. If the mall argued that you were distracted looking at your phone, for instance, it might reduce your clip. This is something we need to prepare for.
That doesn't mean you don't have a case. It just means we may need to negotiate or respond to that argument if it comes up.
Now, before we proceed further, may I ask, what are your expectations from this case? What would you like to achieve?
I want to be compensated for my medical bills, the business opportunities that I lost, and the ongoing pain that I'm facing. So I'm looking at around 420,000 ringgit in total.
Thank you for clarifying. That's really helpful.
At this stage, you have a few options. The first is try to negotiate a settlement with the mall through a letter of demand. If that doesn't work, we can help you file a civil claim in court.
In our experience, it's usually best to attempt negotiation first. It's faster and less costly. But if they continue to deny responsibility, we can take legal action.
And Mr. Lim, if you decide to hire us, we'll start by drafting a formal letter of demand, reviewing your medical records and bill, and lastly, gathering witness statements and requesting CCTV footage.
Do you have all the necessary documents, such as medical reports, bills, and any photos of the scene?
I've brought some documents today, but I may need to email the rest.
Perfect. Please feel free to send them to us later if you choose to proceed. We'll schedule a follow up meeting to formalize everything.
Take your time to decide. We are happy to answer any questions by phone or email in the meantime.
Thank you both. I'll review everything and get back to you. Thank you.
Good morning again to the both of you.
Good morning again, Mr. Lim. We have reviewed your case thoroughly and we wanted to share a legal precedent that strengthens your opposition.
Yes, Mr. Lim. So, one case that closely mirrors your situation is Australian Safeway stores and Zalusna. In that case, the plaintiff slipped on a wet floor in the store with no warning signs. The High Court held that the store was liable under general negligence law because they failed to take reasonable care.
Like your accident, there was no warning or burial. Even though the risk was foreseeable, the court emphasized that store owners and, by extension, mall operators owe a duty of care to lawful visitors.
And in your case, Mr. Lim, the mall had reportedly received previous complaints about the same puddle but took no action. That makes their failure even more serious. It shows knowledge of the hazard but no steps taken to address it.
So it's a strong precedent that supports our claim.
Yes, it reinforced our argument that the mall was negligent by failing to prevent or warn about a known danger.
We'll reference this case when drafting the demand letter and in any future submissions. It shows how the court views similar negligence clearly and decisively.
Great, thank you for the update. This gives me more confidence in moving forward.
We will proceed as discussed. Just send over the remaining documents when you can.
And let us know if you have any questions along the way. I think that's all for today, Mr. Lim. I'll update you about anything after this.
Alright, thank you both.
Marina, let's go grab lunch together because I think I have something to discuss about Mr. Lim's issue. Where do you want me to go? Alright, quick debrief. So, Mr. Lim's case is based on occupier liability. There's a strong argument that the mall breached their duty of care. No warning signs, poor lighting, and prior complaints ignored.
Yes, this claiming up to 420,000 is also usually affected by the way the mall handled the situation. We will need to document all aspects, physical, financial, and emotional harm.
So let's divide the task. I handle the letter of demand and start reviewing the document, and you can begin legal research. Focus on occupiers' liability under Malaysian law and any similar slip and fall cases, and how courts have treated contributory negligence.
I also draft a checklist of needed documents and prepare a file memo for our internal records.
Let's aim to get the draft demand letter done within the week in case Mr. Lim wants to proceed. We should also prepare a litigation timeline in case it goes to court.
Agreed. Let's start.